Hey, what's up, everyone? This is going to be a Yuris defense game, Soviet versus Soviet on DryHeat.
Construction options. Construction
And I'm going to be right versus left.
New
So my build is what I'm going to do is a fast 2 war factory build. Meaning I'm going to get 2 war factories fast. But it's going to be a gap between, a pretty large gap between my second and my third war factory. But this build seems to work. Because you're gonna get a lot of tanks really quick, and then you gotta like macro up because you're gonna be like you need some extra money to fund these 2 war factories and eventually fund your 3rd war factory. But I mean in practice it just seems like this strategy works because there's a rush followed up by like a constant sustained like flow of Rhino tanks, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna get both of my oils. Gotta scout this guy. I actually didn't scout the top part of the map yet.
New construction
Gotta scout it.
Building.
And by the way, thanks for the new people who subscribe, because I know there's a lot of new people that subscribe, and for the old people that have been subscribed for a while, it's like cool to like keep making videos. Okay, so here's my second war factory. Now I'm gonna notice like I'm gonna make a whole bunch of Rhino tanks. I'm gonna scout with this Rhino tank. It's a dog hit. Oh, that dog must have anti-scouted me. I see. I think he might have won one miner from war. Not 100% sure, but it looks like because I see 3 miners right there, and that's likely what he did. Okay, now looks like he had a really point like toward me, so I'm gonna try to get a downhill advantage. You know, if I could push him off with the gems, even if I don't kill a miner, it's gonna be very helpful because it's gonna delay his money. Now I'm gonna stay on 1 refinery, then get my try to get 3 miners and then maybe a 3rd factory if I think I can afford it. Now, then look, I pushed him up for the gems, which is good. If you could do that versus like even a very good Soviet, it's gonna have a lot of trouble if you could do that. But this guy he could counter with making dogs and consequence, and he does have some. And he actually has me slightly out tanked right there, so I don't know how. Wait, maybe he does. So it looks like he beat me by 1 tank, but I got out of there. He was like 1 in the fight, and I saved the tank, which I could have lost. I'm gonna get another power plant, and then eventually a 3rd war factory. But I don't want to. I want to after I get 3 war factories, maybe get a battle lab and radar. So it looks like I don't want to fight that group of tanks right there. I'm gonna get that. Now here comes my 3rd war factory.
Training.
We're making a bunch of infantry because infantry you don't want to make it super loud, but I mean 4 dogs minimum. It's like I think is the minimum amount for if you have more than 4 tanks. I think 4 dogs minimum or 4 infantry minimum is the minimum. I think. I mean, I can make 4 to 8 to 10. I don't know, something like that. But it's just as long as you have enough. And then I want to stop making dogs and conscripts when he starts making desolators. When he does. I notice this is a fast-paced game. You know, I'm talking. You know, it's easier to watch than to actually play this. But what I'm doing right now is I gotta look out for splits. I gotta look out for is all his miners on the gems. Looks like he got back on the gems. I want to send out the split. It looks like he sees the split, so I don't want to go in there if he sees it coming from a distance. He's got a desolators there. I could make a drone when I want, but right now it'd be better just like kind of like just keep spamming tanks instead of canceling for drones to try to kill his desolators. Now notice I got my 2nd refinery and on the bottom side of the map. Now I gotta make sure he doesn't get a downhill advantage on me and my miners. I don't care if he kills a couple of tanks, but not too many. But my miners I'm more worried about. Now I'm gonna mine the top part of the base, the nether refinery, and I can start mining on top. There's only 1 miner on top. Now if he attacks me right there, I got my sentry gun or my sanitary gun. So I gotta I don't want all my miners to mine on top, maybe 2 and 2, but I move some up there so they could like mine there for a minute until his tanks leave. If they do leave, give me a chance here. Okay, now he's pressuring me hard, so I'm like, okay, I want to get my desolator up, melt all his dogs, and melt all his tanks. Now if I go up here, I can take the hill advantage. And I'm gonna use 2 desolators, 1 in the middle and 1 in the bottom to attack.
Unit ready.
If we're gonna get all the dogs that you have no fodder. There's all those dogs in this one conscript. You have no fodder, and I'll probably have the advantage. I'll probably be stronger if I can melt him. Or you can get just his tanks along. Okay, so I don't know why the miner takes a long pass sometimes, but not a big deal. Now here comes. Now I want to protect my desolators with my tanks. That's because I don't want him to sneak up.
Ready.
Now he seems like he backed up. It's hard to tell who has more tanks right now, but I mean, I don't want to fight him in his base with his desolator and sentry guns that are gonna come up. So I want to like boom, 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 get that desolator right in his face, in his face. So he got one. I kind of messed up right there. I was like, the drone kind of came really quick, but by the time the drone started coming, there was no way I was gonna save it. So I was like, dang it, he's got that drone. I mean, he's got the desolator with the drone. Now, okay, so I gotta be careful here because we both got a lot of tanks, and when you have a lot of tanks, you don't want to have the guy have just a few more than you and blow you out. That's why Soviet vs. Soviet is kind of hard sometimes. A lot of players, they just don't give a crap. They just like, they're just gonna run at you, but I'm more of like a kind of careful Soviet. That's just my playstyle. I'm more of like just players that are more aggressive. Aggressive doesn't mean you're really good, but it just means your playstyle. I'm a little less aggressive. I'm just gonna go run. I'm not just gonna make dogs and just run at him. I'm gonna make sure like if I take all my tanks versus all of his tanks, I want to make sure that I'm gonna win it before it happens. And he's kind of the same way a little bit, but he's back. The reason why he's backed up is because he had to a couple times. Now, since I got my drone, I'm gonna take out. I wanted to try to take out his flagship, and he defended it, and I was like, okay, he got him.
Select target.
His bioplane.
Let's take over the area.
Construction complete.
We're gonna land right there, and it's kind of hard for him. I could actually get up before he shoots me. So look at this. These are called tactical siege choppers.
Unit ready.
And look, I'm babbing when he's going back and forth. I'm hitting him.
Construction complete. Unit ready.
Okay, so I got the drone killed. Anyway, killed my desolator.
Unit
So it was really a trade-off. So it wasn't too bad.
force shield.
Boom. Now I know I melted my tanks like only slightly, but not very bad. I got him worse right there.
Ready.
So I'm just gonna leave the siege choppers right there since he's maneuvering around. Bam, bam.
Unit ready.
It's called tactical siege choppers. So,
Training.
and it's almost kind of like was the point where it's better for him to ignore him than to deal with him, just because of the spot that like he had to take all his army, and then if you took all his, not all his army, but if you sent a split, then like
Unit lost.
you have less stuff in his base. Now he's actually making a big attack on me, so sold that power plant,
Is under attack.
desolate him, and got out. Well, he's gonna desolate me, so it's coming to the point where if he desolates me, he's gonna desolate his cell, but I kind of think he's gonna move his tanks back and desolate me, so I'm kind of nervous right now.
Unit lost.
So I tried to want to make some dogs to try to kill his desolators.
Unit ready.
And now,
Unit promoted.
I think he went all in because my iron curtain was wearing down. But he went into my base, ran into his sentry guns. You know, he got chopped down by the siege choppers, and
Unit
you know,
promoted.
the iron curtain made him play differently than what he wanted to do. That's what happens when you versus the iron curtain. It happens. And he didn't want that. With super weapons off, it would have been probably a longer game. But I didn't even have to use the iron curtain. I just had to
Unit
use it
promoted.
just to
Iron curtain
force him to attack into my defenses. And that's a lot of thing with Soviet versus Soviet. Sometimes the player that defends wins
activated.
if you have a lot of base defenses, but usually the attacker wins. But if it's like a big army versus big army, sometimes the defender wins. Like I was kind of defender because
Unit
I was attacking, but when I defended, he died. So good game.